Friends and family in the Bones League, what's up? As you can see today, I'm doing my best to blend in with my surroundings, going chameleon mode. So we might be able to do some special effects today because my sweatshirt matches pretty much the wall behind me. That is one of the perks of the new Content Cove that I am set up in today. Anyways, per usual, a lot to get through. Let's chop it up. It brings me no pleasure to say this, but it is that time of year that we say goodbye. We say Arrivederci to a couple teams that are officially not going to make the playoffs. This week we had Mar-a-Lago lose to Spider Pranks. Mar-a-Lago, Arrivederci, my friend. We will see you back next season, hopefully with a better squad. Moving right along, Raw Girl this past week lost to Hottie Holly. Raw Girl, it's been a great season. It wasn't your best one, but you're a former champ, so we always respect your game, and of course you are welcome back in the league anytime. But for now, Arrivederci. And a couple more to say Arrivederci to. We have Nina's Fabulous Team took it on the chin in a heartbreaker on Monday night. Najee Harris left the game early, and she wasn't able to rack up really any more points. I'm going to flash a little look up here, but I actually texted her preemptively telling her that I think she got it. So, Tori Splendid Team, you can thank me for jinxing that one. Nina's Fabulous Team, been a tough season for you. I think you have a chance maybe to not get last place, but that's about the only chance you have. Nina's Fabulous Team, Arrivederci. Last but not least, our man, Strong Sad, a.k.a. I Gotta Start Cooking, a.k.a. Chunky, a.k.a. The middle name eludes me right now, but I'm sorry, I forgot it, but I liked it when it came up. Strong Sad, you lost to Serial Chillers this week, officially eliminating you from contention. So to you, my friend, I say Arrivederci and buenas noches. So we just bid adieu to a couple of our losers in the league. I wanted to talk about two teams that look like they might be going the wrong direction going into playoff times. First, let's talk about Auto Draft. Still sitting in second place, but took it on the chin this week to Charlotte's Choice Team. Charlotte's Choice Team keeps her playoff hopes alive, just barely. She puts it on Auto Draft, beats him by 30-some points. Auto Draft, it seems like he was very reliant on Cooper Kupp to get some wins, and Cooper Kupp is out for the season. So now he's hitching his wagon to his man, the Chubbler, and he's hoping the Chubbler can pull him to victory. We'll see what happens. He's locked in for the playoffs, so that's good. But is the team as good as it once was? We shall see. Last but not least, we got the rookie, sliding on a 4-game skid right now. Does not have a playoff spot locked up. The rookie's sitting in 6th place right now. It looks like she should be good. I need to look back and see how the head-to-head works for the playoffs. But the rookie lost to Good Juju this week. I mean, Good Juju is a good team. So nothing wrong with losing to Good Juju there. She put up 95 points, which would have beaten, well, it would have beaten at least Tori Splendid Team. So there's that. So that's good. But the rookie is she's working hard and having a tough time coming into the playoffs. So hopefully she can get the win this week and lock in that playoff spot and then have a great playoff. So those are the two teams right now, Auto Draft and the rookie. Whoo, boy, you guys got to turn it around real quick. So we talked about a couple teams that are gone, not going to be in the playoffs. Two teams that are skidding right now. So I wanted to talk real quick about kind of the battle for the last couple spots. This past week, we had Bones Group, the number 7 seed, going up against the number 9 seed, Avengers Blarch game, part of the Blarch universe. Bones Group, thank goodness, had Josh Jacobs on their team. Josh Jacobs put up 45 points, and Bones Group beat Avengers Blarch game by 6 points. So I don't even want to think about what would have happened if Josh Jacobs didn't go off and run for an 86-yard touchdown in overtime. Thank you, Josh Jacobs. Keeps me in the mix. We talked about earlier, Charlotte's Choice team is sitting in the 10th spot right now, but she kept her hopes alive by beating Auto Draft this past week. So if Charlotte's Choice team gets a win and she gets some help from other teams, it's possible she could eke in that last spot. Same with the Avengers Blarch game. I mean, if they win this next week, it's possible if they get some help from other teams that they could still be in it. And also down there, we have Serial Chillers who won. Serial Chillers is sitting in 8th place right now. Really is going to need a win this next week if they want to solidify their spot. So those are kind of the fringe teams we're discussing right there, the fringies. Time to take a quick look at the playoffs. I will start by going over the 5 teams so far that have locked it up. They are officially locked into the playoffs. We got Good Juju as the he's not locked into the 1 seed. All right, Good Juju's locked in. Auto Draft, the skidding Auto Draft is locked in. Tori Splendid team, red hot. Locked in. Spider Pranks, piping hot, locked in to the playoffs right now. And we have Hottie Holly locked herself into the playoff race. She is still gunning for that scholarship. College fund needs a little bit of cash, money up in it. So those are our locks. So right now, if the playoffs started today, we would have the number 1 seed, Good Juju, taking on the number 8 seed, Serial Chillers. We would have the number 2 seed, Auto Draft, losing to the number 7 seed, Bones Group. We would have the number 3 seed, Tori Splendid team, going up against the Rook. Come on, Rook. We would have the number 4 seed, Spider Pranks, going up against the number 5 seed, Hottie Holly. So taking a look at that, we have 2 former champs in the mix right now. We have Tori Splendid team coming off a win 2 years ago, and then we have Serial Chillers, who was our champion last year. So there's a good chance we can get a new champ in the building. Might be Bones Group. I think there's a little bit of momentum kind of going behind the team. Good Juju and Auto Draft kind of went out fast and are going to come back down to earth, unfortunately. So kind of look for Bones Group making a run for the championship. Would be very interesting if we saw Spider Pranks in that championship game, because that dude will do what it takes to win. He needs those bragging rights. So that is what the playoffs look like as of today. We still have this last final week. And it's very possible, it's possible that Avengers Blarch games, that they make their way into the 8th spot or maybe the 7th spot. And technically, I mean, Charlotte's Choice team could still make it in to the playoffs. I know that it's the tiebreaker is like the head-to-head matchup. So if you are tied with someone that you lost to early in the season, that person will bump you out. So hopefully in that mix of the rookie Bones Group, Serial Chillers, Avengers Blarch game, and Charlotte's Choice team, hopefully you did well against all those teams and lost to some of the bigger dogs up top. But I'm very excited. We got playoffs starting next week. Well, not this week, but after this week. Then we have playoffs starting. So fired up for that. That is always intense. Now it's time for everybody's favorite segment, the internet's favorite segment, Hotties and Coldies. We'll start like we do with our Coldies. We got some serious Coldies this week. I'll start at the top of the list. The Rook right now on a 4-game losing streak, skidding into the playoffs. Hopefully she can still make it in. We got Strong Sad officially eliminated from the playoffs on a 4-game losing streak. Not the best time to be a Coldie. We got Raw Girl, 4-game losing streak as well. Lost some tight ones coming down to the wire at the end of the season. She's officially eliminated. Those are our just freaking like Han Solo frozen in whatever Jabba the Hutt had him frozen in Coldies. Then we have Lamar Lago on a 3-game losing streak. So he is that's a Coldie. That's a Coldie freshly frozen. Like, I don't know, like the squirrel in Ice Age that gets frozen somehow in some ice. All right, now let's talk about our hotties. Woo! We got 3 hotties right now, all piping hot on 4-game win streaks. We got Good Juju. He is still winning, still in first place. I mean, I don't know what it's going to take, but he's got to lose. He's got to lose somehow. We got Tori Splendid Team. She eked one out on Monday night. Thanks to like Fairmouth and like Pickens, I think, were her Steelers players that were playing. She might have had a Colts guy in there. I don't know. So she eked it out barely against Nina's Splendid Team. And then we got my man Spider Pranks still winning games. This is freaking me out, but I'm loving it. Spider Pranks is in the mix. This is a new year, new me kind of situation for our man Spider Pranks. So those are your hotties and coldies this week. Kind of a polarizing record right now. We have a lot of coldies and a lot of hotties, not a lot of people sitting right there in the middle. But I will say the hotties right now are 1st, 3rd, and 4th seed. So it's a good time to be a hottie. Now, one of the internet's favorite segments, Hotties No. Not that. Psych. It's actually the other segment that's very popular on the internet right now. Hashtag trending Bones Boost. So let's kick it off with the baller Bones Boost of the week. We got my man, Josh Jacobs. 45 points last Sunday. Just propelled Bones Group to a victory, putting the money back in my pocket. The house always wins. That's what they say. So Josh Jacobs, you the man. That, like I said before, that like 86-yard touchdown run in overtime. I mean, that was a godsend, keeping Bones Group in the playoff race. Thank you, Josh Jacobs. All right, now we will go to best body of work. So this is the team in our league that scored the most points. This week it was Good Juju again. So we're very excited for you, Good Juju, that you are performing well still. We're not getting bored of you winning at all. And this is good that you're kind of getting all of your big scores out of the way before the playoffs. It sucks that you're not going to have any good scores once the playoffs starts. So, it's sad to say, but you're going to lose in the first round. And I was rooting for you too. So, those are our Bones Boosts this week. Real quick, odds and ends, wrapping it up here. I don't have much to say today. I will tell you that over the Thanksgiving weekend, I was hyping up our league. I was hyping up the Bones League channel. So we have upped our subscriber count to 13 right here, as you can see. So you guys spread the message. Get it out there. Tell people to tune in because they want to know what you're doing in your fantasy leagues because it's exciting and the playoffs start next freaking week. So that's when things are going to get intense. All right. See you guys later.